On the streets running reckless, God's chosen. Better listen to Yahweh. He has spoken, who told these other nations this book they could open. If you're not Israel, then you're not chosen. All praises, honor and glory be to Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Being fooled by our oppressors and all their lies, Ruach HaKodesh guides me from this world. I'm cutting ties out there on the highways and byways, we're edifying the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Spirit strong in his faith.
This is one world, right? The whole of this is one world. All the countries in the world.
I think really God. Don't believe in church, but I'm a practice.
We are the church. We are the church.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you to come out of Buddhism. So,
why?
I'm going to show you in a minute. 1 and 2.
Hebrews 1 and 2.
That's why we ended up in slavery, because we went into these false gods. Right?
Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds.
Made the what?
By whom he made the worlds.
Spell that for the sister.
W-O-R-L-D-S.
Now, when you add an S to something, plural, right? So how many worlds are there? More than one, innit? You've got the rich world, the fat world, the gambling world, the alcoholic world, right? The I'm just pretty world. The women they're just pretty. They just get everything because they're pretty. They fly the whole world. They buy, you name it, Balenciaga, Gucci, red bottoms, living their best life, right? Which, I mean, most women take advantage of. Is what it is, right? There's more than one world. Let me get Isaiah 45 and 17. I'm going to show you what world John 3:16 was talking about. And any questions you have to ask, sister.
So Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Come on.
Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
What did the Lord say?
World without end.
We are that world. He said, but Israel, world without end. We are the world in John 3:16. Because remember in John 3 and 1, let me get John 3 and 1. Who was speaking in John 3 and 1? Do you know? Okay. That's good because you haven't been indoctrinated with the Christian church. So you don't have all these sort of flaws where you say, oh, God so loved the whole world, that doesn't apply to you, right? And that's good. But we're going to show you for context sake. John 3 and 1, who was speaking?
John 3 and 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
A what?
A ruler of the Jews.
So we've got one man, a ruler of the Jews, come on.
The same came to Jesus by night.
And the same came to who he ignorantly called Jesus, whose name was Yahweh Shai by night. 2 Jews. Because remember, Christ was the king of the Jews, right? Judah. He would have been a so-called Negro from the earth today, right? Come on.
And said unto him, Rabbi, we know.
So Rabbi means master. He said, Master, we know.
We know that thou art a teacher come from God.
Right?
For no man can do these miracles that doest,
Right?
except God be with him.
So he believed, but he came to him by night. Why do you think he came to him by night? Maybe what? If you go to someone by night, what? Come on, sister, you're smart. Come on. If you come to someone by night, what normally what are you trying to do? You're trying to be sneaky, innit?
Yeah, true.
So he came to him by night. Because guess what? If the other Jews saw him talking to Christ, what would happen? They'll say, no, you can't be in this position no more. He was a ruler of the Jews. So this shows the same sort of characteristics as our people. You're trying to be sneaky and not be seen. When you go to a strip club, you're not going there in the day.
Your brother, believe in
You're
God.
there in the night, innit? So he's going in the night.
Believe in
Come
God.
on.
Believe in God.
Jesus answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee,
Right.
except a man be born again.
Wait. How do I be born again? Hold your answer. Wait.
He cannot see the kingdom of God.
So unless you be born again, you cannot see the kingdom of God. Let's see what the ruler of the Jews said.
Nicodemus saith unto him, How can a man be born when he is old?
So he's saying to Christ, how can I be born when I'm old? He's on a low level of thinking, even though he's a ruler of the Jews. He doesn't understand how to be born again. So let me ask you a question, how do you be born again? Because he's saying, how can I be born when I'm old? Right? Finish off on that verse actually.
Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born?
So can a man that's old go back into his mother's womb and then come right back out again? This is how on a low level he was. So what is your answer to that? If Christ said to you, you need to be born again, what would you say? Would you say the same thing? How can a man be old and go into his mother's womb? Or what would you say?
No.
Think about it, born again. And I'm doing this for a reason, a mind, born again. How do you be born again?
It's about what you believe in.
No, but how do we be born again? You said that I went to my mom's womb. How would you answer that question?
I would say born again is about enlightenment.
And how would you be enlightened?
Like opening your eyes.
And doing what? You need to make a change, you need to reform, you need to transform yourself. You need to,
Yeah.
How humble as a
Definitely
baby.
make a change.
You need to put away all the vile stuff. You need to change your life. The bad choices. What would you have to do if you want to get?
I think about following your higher truth, isn't it?
Okay, so we're going to get Matthew 18:1. But finish off with that.
Verse 5. Jesus answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit,
Right.
he cannot enter into the kingdom of God.
Right. Now jump to 16. Jump to 16.
Verse 16. For God so loved the world
Right.
that he gave his only begotten Son,
Right.
that whosoever believeth in him
Right.
should not perish,
Right.
but have everlasting life.
Come on.
For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world,
Right.
but that the world through him might be saved.
Now what world is this? Because there's multiple worlds. What world is this? We read it in Isaiah 55:17. The world of Israel.
Right.
Because remember, there's more than one world, right? Okay, cool. So let me get Matthew 18:1. Let's find out how we become born again. Right? And that's good that you're not indoctrinated with a Christian pastor. That's good. You just need to come out that back. What does he say?
Why?
Buddhism. Research. Wait, who's that? Nathan, who's that man that kissed that, who tried to kiss that little boy? Is that not a Buddhist?
Huh?
A monk, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Monk, you have monks, right?
No, see, this is the thing, isn't it? This is what I find it really interesting, because when you look at different faiths,
Yes.
strip away the ideology, it's all the same values. It's all the same. Buddha wasn't a god, Buddha was a man created by God.
But people worship it though.
No, because people, same like Christianity, people have, there's so many different strains of Christianity. Right?
I'm here to tell you,
There's
yes,
so many
sister.
different strains.
Actually, bro, sorry.
Of Buddhism.
Right.
But Buddhism was a man, he was a man.
Right.
You know, he was a man that actually was a prince.
Right.
That was brought, lived behind his castle walls, having a life of Riley, until he went outside and saw the suffering, the death, the sickness. Jesus was in the west or east, or wherever they were opposites. You know what I mean? One in the west, one in the east. Both human beings created by God. It's just about a philosophy. It's almost like if God said, you're not getting my message this way, then you send a man who lives like this way.
There's only one way, sister.
You know what I
The
mean?
way of the Bible.
Well, you know,
Which is
it
the history book.
depends.
Because the
But
Bible's the
like
only
you're
book.
saying, like you were
Can I land?
saying,
Can I land, sister?
like you were saying about Christianity, it can be interpreted different.
But we're not Christians, so we're not into Christianity. We're Hebrew
Christianity has
Israelites.
taken the Bible and interpreted it.
Job 9 and 24 after. Job 9 and 24 after. Let me show you how you can born again, then I'll tell you why.
I have to go there.
Okay.
Matthew 18:1. At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?
Right.
And Jesus called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them,
Right.
and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children,
Right.
ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Now you understand how you're born again. What's a child? They're humble, innit? Right? No sort of malice. I'm not talking to you for about 5 years because you said this about me. Children are humble. So to be born again, you have to be humble. That's what we're saying in John 3:16. So let me answer the next question what you said. Let me get the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2 and Job 9:24. Sorry. Job 9:24. Answer the question. Because now you ask this question, you can't now run away. You got to let us have a good dialogue.
I've got to be up in town at 6.
You got to be up where?
Up in town at 6.
Up in town at 6. What do you mean? Oh, you got to go somewhere
Yeah.
to rave or whatever.
No.
You said up in
Not
town
that
at
early.
6. Oh, 6 a.m.
No, 6 p.m.
Okay, so where you going at 6 p.m.?
I need to meet a friend up in town, not to rave.
Okay. Well, your friend can kind of wait because we're dealing with the word of God to trying to get you out of false religion
Alright.
and get you into
I'm
the
not
true
in a
knowledge.
false religion.
We're going to show you that in a minute. Just let us know. Please, sister. Come,
This is
come.
Job, no, this is Job 9 and 24.
So you're making the guy trip up on the brother trip up on his words. Can we just have a good dialogue? 20 minutes, come on, please. Go.
Job
Okay,
9 and
15.
24.
Imagine.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The what?
The earth is given into the hand of the
The
wicked.
Lord said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. They all worship this man. Most people. That's why a lot of our people don't believe in God. Or they say I'm Buddhist now. Because it don't make sense. But when you read the Bible, you get understanding. And the Lord, most are willing, will put the Spirit on you to understand that we are the chosen people. One of the 12 tribes of Israel. You'll be most likely from the tribe of Benjamin. Said Benjamin. You never know. Benjamin or Judah, innit? God.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
What do they do?
He covereth the face of the judges
Guess what?
thereof.
We're going to cover his face. Because they painting over the real Christ. What do you call iconoclasm? They paint over the image. And that's in the Holy Bible. Come on.
If not, where and who is he?
If this man ain't alive, the devil, where and who is he? He even tells you who he is when you read it. Right? This man raped his sister and killed his brother. And he was the son of a pope. Right? How much of our nannies and our granddads had this in the house? The eye following around the
Of
whole
course.
house. On the wall, no matter where you go, the eye will follow you around the house.
Yeah.
Evil, this is idolatry. We're not meant to worship images. This is just a true depiction of Christ according to the Bible. Right? Let me get, what does for that again? Jeremiah 22. He said 15 minutes.
Huh? You've had 15 minutes.
I haven't had, okay, 10 minutes. Cause I still ain't got to the slave ship. I still ain't got all you have
2
to do
minutes.
to come back to God. Okay, so we get straight to the
I
point.
hear that, yes.
Straight to okay,
Yeah.
Deuteronomy, drop everything. Deuteronomy 28:16. Straight to the point. Right? To find out why we went to slavery and find out what we have to do now as Israelites, not Buddhists. Right? Because this is our history book, not a religion. 15 verse. But it's man-made, isn't it?
It's a philosophy.
But now you want to say stuff to make you get more scriptures.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. So can we just prove
No.
this first
So
then?
this is what you...
So can you research?
So
We'll
what
give you a
number-
flag. We'll give you a
listen,
flag.
I do
Can we
know
give you a
about this
flag?
because my brother actually follows.
That's what I'm saying. So how come you're not
However, you need to know about Nichiren Buddhism.
How come if your brother's into it, why come you're not following?
Because we just
Are you
have
the same
different...
mum and dad? Same mum and dad?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was brought up in Africa with our dad. I was brought up on an island.
So maybe you need to come back to Africa with your dad then. Your real biological dad. Some soul searching, leave the friend alone, book a ticket, time, come back to
Right
your
now.
house, take pictures.
Right now.
Let me get that. Right? Because you're living a life of sin if you're in that. I'm just here to tell you, I'm going to say the truth.
I don't think I am. To me, it's about what you do each day. Do you create value in the life of others or not? I do.
Well, guess what? We pray every day and we love our brethren as ourselves.
Yeah, same here.
Right? But who's your brethren? The people of your own nation. Read that, kid.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
What
unto
does
the...
hearken mean? Hearken. Shall come to pass, thou will not hearken. What does hearken mean?
I sing.
Hearken, what does hearken mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, go listen. That's on my ear, man. Right.
Singing wasn't far off.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right.
to observe to do all his commandments
Come on.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses shall come upon thee,
That
and
all these what?
that
these
all these
curses.
curses shall come upon
Now, is
thee.
a curse or good or bad thing? If I say I'm going to put a curse on you, is that a good or bad thing? So the Lord said, if you don't listen, all these bad things are going to happen to you. Come on.
And overtake thee.
And overtake thee. Come on.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
Curse shall be in the city.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
In the field. You're picking what? Sugar cane, poppy, cotton. You don't own nothing as a mass. You don't own Iceland. You don't own Subway. I'm here to tell you in 28 and 1, was promised the blessings. But guess what? You broke the commandments. Started worshipping false gods, idolatry. Right?
Don't look at me when you say false.
I look kind of down, but yeah. And then we got into all these things, innit? No, but you didn't know better, so you couldn't do better. But now you don't know better, you got to do better. You see what I'm trying to say? Do some more research. Kind of get in this thing.
I was in
Talk
a
to your brother.
Christian church.
No, but we're trying to tell you the Christian church is a lie.
Yeah.
The Bible doesn't teach that.
Yeah.
When you read the Bible, it doesn't actually teach that. You're meant to wear fringes. You're meant to keep the Sabbath
Your
day
brother
holy.
King, you believe God.
You're meant to do
Believe
all
God.
things decent order. You're meant to love your wife
God.
as yourself. Do so many things, but we want to touch on the main thing. Let me get Ecclesiastes
I
12:30.
really need to know.
Okay, last one. I promise this is the last one. So the Lord said, if you don't listen, the curse will happen to us. So us going to slavery is that not a curse? Because you have to go, you can't even get that. You've got to get the main point of the matter, yeah? But in the Bible, it says ships. When you go to slavery with ships, it says Egypt with ships. And Egypt means between a rock and a hard place. In the Hebrew, Mizraim, 12 and 13. Because the sister's got to go now. A friend, 6 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is. What's that? My battery dies.
It's like 4:14.
14. So you got loads of time. You're gonna go home and shower and
He knows nothing of women.
I don't know.
It's
I'm here to learn as well.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Right.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So this is the conclusion of the whole matter when it's all said and done.
Fear God
Fear God,
and keep his commandments,
keep his commandments.
for this is the whole duty of man.
It's the whole duty of man. Why?
For God shall bring every work into judgment
Right?
with every secret thing,
Every secret thing.
whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Fear God and keep his commandments. You keep the commandments, you're not going to want to kill your brother. You're not going to make rap songs talking about taking another man's wife, which us people do on a mass scale. Every song, Chris Brown, Trey Songs, and Mr. Steal Your Girl. Why you want to take another man's girlfriend? There's so many women in the world. Why you want another man's wife? What man licks his hand, puts it in the cookie jar, and then you want to lick your hand and put it in the cookie jar as well?
I agree.
But this is the curses in the Bible, because you ain't got time, we can't even show you. Even the man leaving the woman and the single parent household is all in the Bible. So-called black and black violence is in the Bible. All these things are in the Bible. You wearing a dress as a commandment is in the Bible.
Okay.
But you ain't got time. So that's why we got straight to the point. So you sure you ain't got one more?
No.
So sister, you're Israelite.
I've given you loads.
Okay, we'll pray some more. You're Israelite. Continue to wear dresses, skirts, head wraps. Put your leggings
Head
on.
wraps.
Don't put on pants. That's a sin according to the Bible. Right? Shouldn't be wearing pants. Men are to wear pants, not women. You can research it. When women started wearing pants, it was in the 90s and 1900s, I believe. Right? To be
You
equal
look
to
like you
men.
believe that. Deuteronomy 22:5.
Listen to this.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Come on.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
What is abomination? It didn't sound too good. What is abomination? If I'm wearing a dress, that's abomination. If you're wearing pants, that's abomination. Something detestable, something the Lord doesn't like. You can't do something the Lord doesn't like and then expect good things to happen to you. The Bible is the only prophetic book. It said we're going to go into slavery with ships.
That's
Nowhere else
also a
is
little
it.
bit dressed like though, don't you think?
No, this is the commandment. Numbers 15 and 38. He's going to get me.
I'm going.
But you're asking my
I respect
questions.
you, but I have to go. I respect you.
Sister.
I do respect
Can I say
you.
one more thing? You got to respect that everything you're saying, we're going to the Bible, the source, to prove it.
Okay.
Do you understand that? We can answer anything you're saying according to the Bible.
I'm sure you can.
From the slave ship. But no other book can do that. Not Buddhism, not Islam.
You don't
none
seem to
of
know
these
that much
things.
about Buddhism though. But you have a perception
Sister,
of it.
It
So
doesn't
in
say.
your research, because obviously, you know,
Yeah.
faith is all about dialogue.
100%. But
And
you got a
look at
brother.
Nichiren Buddhism.
But you got a brother to do that with.
Buddhism values.
As I said, we might never see you again.
Yeah.
You got
So
a
that's
brother.
why, you know,
No, but you got your brother to ring up and say, hey, listen, I ran into some guys with these funny garments on, and they were saying some things that I believed a bit. I didn't want to put away Buddhist. Can you help me put away Buddhist, please? And he'll give you some scriptures. He'll show you. I mean, you can take pictures. I mean, you can even type in YouTube, Hebrew Israelite on YouTube. Kanye West got in trouble for saying he was a Jew. Kyrie Irving retweeted a DVD from Hebrews to Negroes, meaning we're going backwards on ourselves, right? All these things are only documented in the Bible. Nowhere else is that. So come back to your natural cause, your natural source, which is in the Bible. The Quran just needs to recite it, recite it from the Bible. Everywhere else is going back to the Bible. Wake up, sister. Remember, we don't know you
I
from
am
nowhere.
awake.
We don't know you from nowhere.
Wide awake.
We're never going to see you again.
Ironically, I'm the Buddhist faith leader of West Norwood.
But guess what?
Why
Get
I took
out
the
of
time
that.
to come and talk to you.
But-
because it's all about dialogue.
Sure
isn't
about
it?
it.
Dialogue.
Yes, 100%. But Lord willing, you can come out of that and come back to your true source. Get your fringes in your garments, right? Get your head wrap on. Always wear dresses and skirts. Never put on pants.
Your brother.
I hope I put on some pants.
And bring your brother as well. Bring your brother. Don't put on pants. Bring your brother, yeah?
Give the man some water.
Yeah. Alright, peace and blessings. You're Israelite, repent. Right? All praise to the Most High, man. Right? So with that, man, I'm gonna get my last closing precept. Right, who's she talking? Give who water? You? Yeah, she said your sweat, is it?
This is
No, she must be thinking that.
cream.
Oh, cream. She must be thinking of sweat. But yeah. Hey, I need some water, man. But let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6, and I'll get my last precept when I close out. It'll be nice for like 3 hours or whatever. 4 hours. First Corinthians 3 and 6. Because most are willing, hey, she comes back to the Lord, man. She said she's got a brother, she's into all this. And she check out the flyer, she check out information, comes out idolatry, right, and serve the Most High in truth and sincerity. Right, bring that.
1 Corinthians 3 and 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase.
Right? So hey, it's nothing that we're doing. I might be breaking out the scripture, your brother might be reading it, right? Giving the understanding, right? But it's the Most High that gives the increase. Come on.
So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he
Sister,
that...
you believe in God? What's your nationality? Where you from? Jamaica. What does Jamaica mean?
To me,
No, just in general.
I'm not too sure.
So what does it mean to you? Home. So where was you before home? Where was you before home? No, where was we before Jamaica? So have you never researched this? Because we was never in Jamaica before a certain period of time. We was put there on slave ships. Did you know that? So then how can it be my home if I was taken to capture land? Right? Some of them things happen.
It's a church ship standards.
So where was you before that? I'm here to tell you was in the land of Israel, right? We're the Hebrew Israelites, right? Right, so let me get Deuteronomy 28:68. I'm going to show you in the Holy Bible that as a curse and a punishment, the Lord said we're going to go into slavery with ships.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now, are you familiar with the Israelites? You know anything about the Israelites? So what about the cartoon, what's it called again? Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt. So what happened in the Prince of Egypt? You said you saw the film? The cartoon. Okay, cool. So Moses, no, let me get Exodus 20:2. You know about Moses? I hope you're not on TikTok too much. No, but this is your history though, I'm trying to show you. Okay, cool. So Moses said, let my people what? Let my people go. Right? So for someone to say, let my people go, what state are they in?
No, wait, I'm coming. In a bad state.
In a bad state. Okay, cool. So the Lord put the spirit on Moses to say, let my people go, right? In the land of Egypt. Who built the pyramids? Who built up the pyramids? The Israelites, when they're in slavery underneath the hands of. That's why he said, let my people go. Go on, Exodus 22, please.
Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous with bondage, right? So if we're in bondage, and the Lord said, as a punishment, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. What would Egypt mean? What would Egypt mean? So if you're in a bad place, or if you're in a come on, sister, don't let it take away. Don't let it take away. Sister, don't let it take away. Sister, be your own leader. Hey, sister, don't let her pull you away.
Come, sis, come.
Sister, don't let her pull you away. See that this is wickedness, you know. This is Mark 4:15. Look at, she's literally pushing her away. Come on, sister, come on. This is madness, man. You got to fly together, kid. We got to fly together.
Come.
This is madness. Oh my days. Come, give her a fly. I beg you, give her a fly. Sister! This is madness. I can't believe this. And that's one of the first times that I've actually seen someone push someone away. With force, you know.
I see that.
With force, she pushed her away. She didn't leave her. Just go to the nail shop. All praise to the Most High for other kids. Brother's kind of doing mileage. See, more or less peer pressure, trying to fit in, trying to tell, oh no, but it's my history, they're teaching me something. Why you gotta tell her? What you have to do is hold it back, a back foot and say, nah, what you do? That can break up friendships, you know. Say, nah, you can't tell me that. They're all scrapping and that, whatever. That's it. They're all scrapping and that. But anyway, see, in the midst of breaking it down, you can finish it off. In the midst of breaking it down.
Deuteronomy 28, and bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more, and there ye shall be sold unto your
Yes,
enemies.
so the Lord said, as a punishment, we're going to be sold unto our enemies.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
Hey, for slave man, slave woman,
and no man shall buy you.
and no man's going to redeem you. Right, out of your captivity, man. Right? Only Hamashiach Yahushua. Let me get Hebrews 7:14. And all manner of madness is going on, spirits, all manner of evil. Right? It's high time for people to wake up. Right? And come back to the Most High before it's too late.
This is Hebrews 7:14.
Come on.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah,
And guess what? It's clear that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Right, let me get Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2. That's what she wanted to look at, isn't it? Jeremiah 14:2. I'll let Brother Nathan come up for that. I'll let him come up there.
Jeremiah 14:2.
End of there. I've been up here for about 4 hours.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languid.
Come on.
They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
Come on.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
And and the cry of Jerusalem has gone up, man. The Lord said the real Jews are black onto the ground, man. That's in the
Yo,
Holy
brothers,
Bible.
what are you breathing?
Right? Read on.
What are you breathing? Yo, there's no on my fucking face now. They can see a black man and they see the skin.
Okay, let me get Jeremiah 2 verse
That's
23.
all light. That's all light.
Jeremiah 2
Are you
23.
breathing? That's all light.
Yes, we're the Israelites.
That's all light. Hey, he said it wasn't. You're black, dude. You're from there. You're from there. This is Jeremiah 2 and 3. Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
So we can't take a step back, take a step back. You can't trim our ways to see love, man. Right, let me get Mark 4.
You believe in Allah. You believe in God. You believe in Muslim. You believe in any religion.
No, we don't believe in no religion. Mark 4.
You what? Because you're black, you're a fake guy, you're all that. Yeah? Israelites are black people.
Alright.
Mark 4 and 15. And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown.
Right.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
Come immediately. Spirit of Satan, a bugger, what is it, the Ethiopian.
Your brother,
You're king, you believe in the Lord. You're good, yeah? There's no one good but the Heavenly Father. Right, come on.
And taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Good praise to the Most High. He wasn't able to take away the word that was sown in anyone's heart, man. It's come out randomly. Don't. In the confusion of the wicked place. So let me get my last precept. Let me get the book of. Matthew chapter 5 verse 24. I link up with my precept.
Matthew 5 and 24. Leave there thy gift before the altar and go thy way.
Matthew 15 and 24. So that's like a Matthew 5. Matthew 15 and 24.
Matthew 15, 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Hey, so when it's all said and done, if you're not Israelite, you can't get into the kingdom. I am not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now let me get Revelation chapter 21 verse 12. I am not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Revelation 21 and 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the gates 12 angels,
And at the gate, 12 angels,
and names written thereon,
which are what?
which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Which are what?
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Hey, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So if you're not Israelite, you can't get into the kingdom of heaven. Playing upon tables, that's in your holy Bible. Come on.
On the east, 3 gates.
On the east, 3 gates.
On the north, 3 gates.
On the north, 3 gates.
On the south, 3 gates.
On the south, 3 gates.
And on the west, 3 gates.
And the last time I checked, 3 times 4 is what? So, playing upon tables. Right? Playing upon tables. So there's 12 tribes, 12 gates, 12 angels. If you're not Israelite, you can't get into the kingdom of heaven. That's playing upon tables. Right? Got one more sheet. See if I can extend my time. Right? Give me another 5 minutes, brother. Sister, you believe in the Lord? You believe in God, sister? 1 minute with your case. 1 minute. We're not asking one question. Right? What is your nationality? What tribe? You called your dad? You called your father?
Yeah.
Okay, so your dad's a Nigerian man. You don't know if he's Igbo or if he's Yoruba. Do you know? Igbo, so you're not Igbo. The question man. I'm here to tell you more than likely, upon your spirit, you will be an Israelite in the tribe of Judah. Not a Negro, not a hot girl summer, not a black woman. None of these terms that the Europeans gave us. Right? When God shows the people, we're the Israelites, and even one of the 12 tribes. Right? You be from the tribe of Judah. You see, they start smiling. Right? Let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. Don't go nowhere, sister. You're gonna run off. Now you finally got your history. Now you wanna. That's not the time to ski off. It's the time to kind of get into it. We've got flyers for you. We've got all that for you, sister. Right? Hot girl summer's finished. Right?
So Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So the ox is a dumb animal, right? Right? Come on.
and the ass his master's grim.
Now, what animal is an ass? Donkey. Sister Smart, come on.
But Israel do not know.
Right?
My people do not consider.
Now the Lord's comparing one people to two dumb animals. What people do you think of sometimes saying, oh, these people are stupid sometimes? And they do dumb stuff. They want to party every minute, carnival, hot girl summer, drill raps. I don't need a man. I'm going to kill my enemies. What one people say this? What one people make songs about taking another man's wife? I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. Big chains, gold teeth. Rappers, but how do you look? What people do they come from? Black people. The Lord's comparing us to two dumb animals. We don't even want to know who we are. We call ourselves black. The last time I checked, can I take a plane to land of black? You take a one-way ticket, go Gatwick. I say when I would take a one-way ticket to land of black. So why call yourself black? Your leggings are black. What do they do in the land of black? It's impossible for you to be black. It's a colour of a crayon box. I'm going to show you your true nationality. Let me get the book of Jeremiah 17:4, and let me get Romans 11:1.
Brother.
So listen to this, sister. Anyone else?
Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So the Lord gave us a heritage. Have we discontinued from our heritage? If we call ourselves black and Jamaican and Nigerian. Have we discontinued from it? You haven't it. This is the prophecy that came to pass. Come on.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemy.
I'll cause you to serve who?
Thine enemy.
The Lord said, as a punishment, I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. Who do you think the enemy is? The one that owns the KFC shop. The one that sells you everything. The red people, innit?
That's
The
right.
Lord said they're your enemies. That's in the Holy Bible. Right? Rape, murder, and steal everything. Right? Put embassies in every single country. That's in the Holy Bible. Come on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
Right?
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger,
Right?
which shall burn forever.
So the Lord's been angry with us for a long time, but now He's calling us back now to come back and to keep the commandments and to do what's right. Name some commandments for me. Romans 11. Leviticus 11. Even this one. Okay, this one. I can't hear you.
John,
Huh? John? What do you mean? Name a commandment.
3:16.
Oh, John 3:16. Oh, you're indoctrinated with John 3:16. What is John 3:16 talking about? That's not a commandment. That's saying God so loved the whole world that He gave His only begotten Son. So I'm here to ask you, what world is that? And how many worlds are there? Is there just one world? Or is there more than one world? Two? You're not sure? Okay, so we're going to hold the commandment question. We're going to hold that. Let me get, what that called again? Romans, let me get Romans first. And then we can get to the worlds.
This is Romans 11:1.
Right.
I say then, hath God cast away his people?
Right.
God forbid.
Right.
For I also am an Israelite.
And guess what? I also am an Israelite,
Of the seed of Abraham,
the seed of Abraham,
of the tribe of
of
Benjamin.
the tribe of Benjamin. Who in the New Testament is saying I'm an Israelite? In the church, they teach this. That we're the Israelites. They don't say that. They say we're the Gentiles. Right? But that's madness. We're God's chosen people. Right? Come on.
God hath not cast away his people,
Listen, sister.
which he foreknew.
God has not cast away His people, which He foreknew. He called us the Israelites. When we transgressed, when we broke the commandments, our enemies called us these people. Right? The red people called us this. Right? Which are our enemies, according to the Bible. Right? So let me show you one commandment in the Bible. Then we're going to address John 3:16. Right? So we're the Israelites. We be the Israelites. And you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. The same tribe as Christ. Right?
Leviticus 11:7. And the swine,
So what is a swine? You know what the swine is? The pig. Do you eat pork? You know the swine. Let's find out about the swine. Come on.
though he divide the hoof,
So though his feet are divided, come on,
and be cloven
and be
footed,
cloven footed,
yet he cheweth not the cud.
he don't probably digest his food.
He is unclean to you.
So the Lord said he's unclean to us. He's still going to eat the pork. Read on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
Right?
and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Come on.
They are unclean to you.
So we can't eat the pork, sister. If God said we can't eat pork, we're still going to eat pork. You're not going to have no more Haribo, no more Colgate toothpaste, and no more bacon cheeseburger. We're not going to have any of these things. Guess what? God said it. God made the sun, the moon, the stars, the rainbows, all of these things. Right? Are you a bit emotional right now? I can see tears in her eyes. You okay? Yeah, that's what she's crying. That's beautiful, she's crying. The way the Lord brought me to tears one time, I was reading it. And tears come down my eyes, man. Right? Let me get one more. Let me get the book of Hebrews 1 and 2. I'm going to show you how many worlds there are according to the Bible. Alright?
The book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 2. Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds.
Spell it, this sister.
W-O-R-L-D-S.
So there's more than one world. When you put S on something, it's plural, right? Meaning more than one. So there's more than one world. We've got the poor world, the rich world, the fat world, the skinny world, the drug addict world, the alcoholic world, right? We've got the pretty girl world, you name it, there's multiple worlds. But in John 3:16, the world is talking about is the world of Israel. Let me get Isaiah 45 and 17. I'm going to show you what world it's talking about.
Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
So Israel's going to be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded.
Right.
World without end.
What?
World without end.
That's what the word is talking about in John 3:16. World without end. Right, let me get Acts 2 and 21. One more scripture on that, yeah? Just to prove to you that, look, we are that world. God has a chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Right, give the sister a flag, brother.
Acts 2 and 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Right.
Ye men of Israel.
You men of who?
Ye men of Israel.
Only the Israelites are promised of salvation, not everyone else. God only loves the chosen people. You wanna fly, sister? You wanna fly? Alright, say no more. Right. So, sister, we are the Israelites. God like you'll be Israelite. So what does it mean now to be Israelite? Is that it? When you're competing in a race, you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna win. Or do you put work in? Put work in it. So shouldn't you put work in for the Lord? Let me get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Right? Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Right? I'm giving you extra time. We're going to close out and go home. We've been up here for like 4 hours. But we're going to extend the time for you, sister. Right?
Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now,
Israel, right?
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
And guess what? To fear the Lord thy God,
to walk in all his ways,
to walk in all his ways,
and to love him,
and to love him.
and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul,
Come on.
to keep the commandments of the Lord,
What do we have to do?
to keep the commandments of the
What
Lord.
do you have to do, sister? So what's some commandments? Because before you said some commandments in John 3:16, you broke John 3:16 down to let you know that that was the word of Israel. What do you thought I said? Okay. That's the scripture she read through first. And a lot of our people don't understand that scripture, but yeah, we proved to you that it's the word of Israel. So what's one commandment? I can't find it now. Google that. Now it's not expensive. Oh, you're not sure? It's not a commandment. That's a commandment. Right, thou shalt not steal. We're here to show you there's more than 10 commandments. That's the plural. There's only over 613 commandments. And they're not hard to do. What's one commandment that's not over the 10? Or that's not on the 10 fingers? Like just randomly say one that you think that could be a commandment that's not in the 10. There's 613. The fourth one, you could have said that. Let me get, go on, yeah? So he's going to give you a commandment now, which is not in the 10, yeah?
This is Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Come on.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Now what do you think that's talking about? A woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. So our women can't wear pants according to the Bible. Our men can't wear dresses. So there's no cross dressing. There's no confusion. The Lord said it's not the author of confusion. Right? So is that a hard thing for you to put on a dress and a skirt and leggings under your dress and skirt if it's cold? Shouldn't be hard. Let me get 1 John 5:3. Shouldn't be hard. It's an easy thing. Imagine us wearing dresses and skirts and tutus. You think what's wrong with these guys? Same way if you wear pants. Same way.
1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God,
This is the love of God.
that we keep his
That
commandments,
we keep His commandments.
and his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not hard to do. It's not hard to stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Right? Let me get Leviticus 11 and 9. I don't think we touched this in the water here. Let's see pertaining to the waters. What about prawn and crab? You think that's okay to eat? Prawn and crab? Do you eat any of these things? And you think it is okay to eat? Where's
This
that?
is Leviticus 11 and 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers.
So what has fins and scales in the waters? What has fins and scales in the waters? Fish. Right? You got your red brim, snapper, kipper, yellowtail, you name it, you can have that. As long as it's got fins and scales, come on.
Them shall ye eat,
Them shall you eat.
and all that have not fins and scales
Now,
in
wait.
the sea.
What doesn't have fins and scales in the waters and in the seas and in the rivers? In the waters and in the seas and the rivers, what doesn't have fins and scales? Yeah, what doesn't have fins and scales in the waters? Crab, shrimp, lobster, calamari, catfish. All these things haven't got fins and scales. You can't eat these things. Sister,
Let's suck the bread out.
take a flyer, take a flyer, take a flyer. 1 minute, take a flyer. VIP, take a flyer. VIP. Yes, sir. Yes, peace and
Light up
blessings.
the cell.
Love you, see. Sister, young sister, take a flyer. Don't run, take a flyer. I said, what's your nationality before you go? What's your nationality before you go? Israelite.
That's right.
Tribe of Judah. Repent, believe the gospel. Right? So she saw that as a way to
Believe
kind of get
gospel.
out there, but sister, come with the word of God now. You know? She saw that as a way to kind of get out there, quick and fast. But all praise to the Most High. Hey, the word was sown, man. The word was sown. It's up to her to kind of get in this thing, man. Let me get Mark 4:4. Right? All praise to the Most High. I've got one more extra sheet to hear the word, and also willing to do the research and keep the commandments.
Mark 4:4. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up.
Right?
And some fell on stony ground,
So this is the parable. It's going to break it down, and I'm going to expand upon that. Come on.
where it had not much earth,
But it had not much earth.
and immediately it sprang up,
Come on.
because it had no depth in earth
Come on.
of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away.
Come on.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and yielded no fruit.
So this is going to stop people when they hear the word. Some of them might hear it, they might endure for a time and fall away. Some of them are offended. Some of them because of persecution, they say, no, this is not for me, man. I'm not getting locked up for the word of the Lord. I'm not going out there to be seen by everyone else. I might lose my job. This is some of these people, right? Come on.
And other fell on the good ground,
And some people, when they heard it, it just came. Fringes on, meat trees, staff, you name it. Apocrypha book, Bible, everything. And there's 10 toes in this truth, man. Nothing ain't giving them away, nothing ain't taking them away. Right? They're rooted and grounded, man. Come on.
and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased.
And they went and prophesied and told people about it, right? Keep shaking the hand. Do not stop shaking the hand. Right? They can't stop shaking the hand, right? This is their life now. They put away the old man and put on the new man, right? They became as humble children and put away childish things and repented and put away all bitterness and evil and malice and lasciviousness and lust. Come on.
And brought forth some 30 and some 60 and
See
some
that?
100.
And bringing forth more people, because when you go out there and prophesy the word, right, more people are going to see you and you're going to do the righteous works, right, according to the word, according to the gospel, right? The gospel is the good news. Right, come on.
And he said unto them, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Right.
And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable.
So they want to know this parable, right? We're going to find this parable as well. Come on.
And he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God.
Hey, so Hamashiach Yahushua said to the apostles, to the disciples, unto you is given to know the kingdom of God. But what?
But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables.
Right? You believe in God, brother? You know about the Israelites? What? What is Mama saying? What's he on? I don't know what he's on, but it didn't sound like he knew about the Israelites, but it sounded like he was in some idolatry. Right? Come on. So unto us is known, right? Unto us is given to know the parables, but unto who?
But unto them that are without, all these things are done in
You
parables.
see that? But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. So it's not for everyone to get it. It's only for our people, man. The Israelites and the chosen people. When it's all said and done, come on.
Your king.
That seeing
God.
they may
God.
see, and not perceive, and
God.
hearing they may hear, and not understand.
Some people here, they don't understand, right?
Lest at any time they should be converted.
Less than any time they should be converted. So the Lord don't want to convert it. It's a likened. Yo, brother, you believe in God?
Yeah.
So he's giving you a flyer, right, to show you who you are according to the Bible. What's your nationality, first and foremost, if you didn't already ask? Where's your father from?
From Nigeria.
Don't let her tap you. So I'm asking you a question.
Bro, yeah, man, I said I'm from Nigeria.
What tribe in Nigeria?
Well,
Yoruba, Igbo?
Yoruba.
So you will be an Israelite, yeah, more than likely, from the same tribe as Christ. You know Jesus Christ? You believe in God, right? Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. 1 minute, brother. 1 minute. Come on, brother. Are you the man or not? You're the man, right? Come on, then. Come up then, man. Come. Which one would be Christ? Which one would grace the most? Which one would be Jesus Christ? Which one? Right? Which one would be Jesus Christ? Which one? You know what? Which one would be Jesus Christ? There's no wrong or right answer. You're going to correct brothers.
Oh, just choose.
This one's Christ. What about you? Where are you from?
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Like Hispanic or the Spain?
Spain.
So not Hispanic?
No.
Okay, so Spain. Okay, so this one will be say Christ, yeah? And then sure. Dust off your mouth, you've got a bit of Chris or something in the corner of your mouth. Right, he's eating that. Alright, go on, Revelation.
It's Revelation 1:1.
So I'm going to say one thing to you. If this man is not Christ, we all need to step on him. Because that means it's a lie. So if we can prove to you in the Bible that this man ain't Christ, we all need to step on him, right? Do you agree to that or not? Because remember, you believe this. But we're going to show you in the Bible if it's right or if it's wrong. That's fair, isn't it? That's fair. If you don't want to step on him, maybe you can punch him. If it's not him. No, but we're going to see if it's him or not. If it's not him, then that means it's a lie, isn't it? Right? Right? So if this man is not Jesus Christ, we can punch him, right? Or step on him. So let's see in the Holy Bible if this man's Christ or if this man's Christ, right? Which one? This one or this one? Come on.
The revelation of Jesus Christ,
So the revealing of Jesus Christ,
which God gave unto him,
which God gave unto him,
to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
come on.
And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John,
So this is John the Revelator that was sent to the island of Patmos, come on.
who bear record
So
of
there's
the
a
word
record of this man or this man, come on.
of God, and of the testimony of Jesus Christ,
Testimony of Jesus Christ,
and of all things that he saw,
and of what?
and of all things that he
So
saw.
wait, someone saw someone. It's either this man or this man. Let's get to the point. 14.
14. His head and his hairs were white like
Now
wool.
wait. You know 3 stripes are out, yeah? So which one would have woolly hair? Because it said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Which one would have woolly hair? Like a sheep. Don't hesitate, I see how moving. This one, innit? That's 1 stripe for him, you know. Come on.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. So wait, hold on. Who's got white hair as white as snow? That's 2 stripes for him, you know. Come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his what?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes was a flame of fire. Come on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now I've got $1 million question. What color is brass? B-R-A-S-S. Green. What color is brass? Golden. Brass is not green. Brass. Brass. That's what I said, B-R-A-S-S. So this man's got brass skin, right? This man has got brass skin. It's 3 stripes. Right, come on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Hold on, as if what?
As
if they burned in a furnace.
So, someone was so dark it looked like they got burnt in a furnace. Which one will look like they got burnt in a furnace? So who is this? You need to be punching this. You need to be punching. Brother, you got to punch this. Brother.
Step in it, brother. Step in it. Step in it.
This man's the devil. The Bible speaks. You can't accept lies.
No one's seen Jesus.
He just said you look like you got burnt in a furnace. I see a cross around your neck. Christ was so dark, he looked like he got burnt in a furnace. This is the closest. Are you uncomfortable with Christ being a black man? You said, of course.
No one's seen Jesus.
I said, are you uncomfortable with Christ being a black man? And you said, of course. Okay, you misinterpreted what I said. Okay. So, okay, cool. So Christ is a so-called black man for the tribe of Judah, right? Christ is like us, right? So Christ is coming back to save his people from the hand of their enemies. And you still can't step on it. How come you can't step on this image if you know this man's the devil the Bible speaks about, right? How come you can't step on this? You say, don't get one. Why did you call it? No, you can get on camera soon.
Because this is like, what?
Right, so what's the question? What question?
No question.
Okay. So what do you think about it?
Hey, bro, give me a favor. You just keep working. I just saw you do something mad from there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it again. But God, so brother, if this is not Christ, you should be able to punch it or stamp on it. Which one, punch or stamp? Come on, brother. All praises. And listen, I'm gonna. This man's the devil. The Bible. This man is not Christ. According to the Bible, this man is not Christ. There's that stamp on it.
That's right.
And you, brother. And you, brother. Come on. And you, brother. And you, brother. All praise to the Most High, man. This is a lie, man. This is a lie. Let me get first Maccabees 3:48.
No.
To show you that
take your shahada.
they painted over it. And guess what, yeah? The word Quran, what does it mean?
I don't know.
It means to recite.
Yeah, the recitation.
It's reciting to what? The Bible. That's where it's reciting from. We can show you. We've got books to show you right now.
It's not.
We can show you.
It's not.
You got time.
Again, bro. The Quran, yeah. See when you copy from something else, you get copy errors, right or wrong. Right. The Quran fixes all the Bible's copy errors. For example, I'm not here for long. For example, in the Bible, when discussing the prophets of old, Joseph, for example, they referred to the king of Egypt in that time as Pharaoh. That title didn't exist then. The title was Hyksos. Yeah, the Quran doesn't make that mistake. The Quran calls him Malik, the king of Egypt at that time. It doesn't call him Pharaoh.
So we're going into translations then, because it's in English. No. What are we dealing with? Translations, or are we dealing with?
No, a title is a title. You can't call. That's like me calling the king the mayor. It doesn't make sense to me.
So who built up the pyramids then? There wasn't Pharaoh ruling that time, and you didn't have slaves.
No, the title Pharaoh existed at the time of Moses, not at the time of Joseph.
So then how did... Well, we have many pharaohs, like we have many presidents.
No.
We have to prove that.
The title only came into fruition when the northern kingdom joined with the southern kingdom.
What northern kingdom? The Israelites.
The northern Egyptian kingdom. When joined with the southern Egyptian kingdom, then you get the title Pharaoh.
So you're saying, in the time of Moses, it was. When the time of Joseph, it wasn't.
No, yeah.
So Joseph came before Moses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me get the book of Exodus chapter 1 verse 1. And I'm also going to prove something as well from the book from Babylon to Timbuktu.
Exodus 1:1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah.
These are all the 12 tribes of Israel before they went into the 4 tribes. These are actually the men, isn't it?
Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob, were 70 souls. But Joseph was in Egypt already.
See, Joseph was in Egypt already. Come on.
And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation.
Come on.
And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt.
A new king over Egypt. So when we say it's a king over Pharaoh, the Lord say, or the Bible saying it's a new king over Egypt after Joseph died. Come on.
Which knew not
So they're not
Joseph.
even calling him Pharaoh, they're calling him king. So when we get the words mixed up, at the end of the day there was a ruler over the Egyptians, whether you're saying how it was in the Islam or whatever.
But the Bible, like I said, my point is not. My point
Okay,
is
it's not that.
Yeah, my
So
point
let me
is-
prove the point
the
regarding the
doesn't copy
Quran.
the Bible.
Let me prove this.
Well,
This
brother,
is,
I-
can I, now, you can't run when I'm going to read this. You can't run when I'm going to
I've
read
got
this. This is
to go.
one
I've
point,
got a lot
one
of
point
people
though.
waiting.
I promise you, 5 seconds. From Babylon to Timbuktu, Islam and Judaism. Yeah.
The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion.
See that?
First of
Adopted
all-
many principles and what?
First
And
of
laws.
all, the basic idea of monotheism, which is the belief in one God.
The belief in one God, right? He adopted, read it from the top again. I think he missed a bit.
The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion.
Did Moses, adopt the laws of Abraham?
Well, he was given the law.
Did Moses adopt the laws of Jesus?
No, but they're the same people.
Did Jesus, or
Meaning that they're from the same
Yeshua
tribe.
adopt the
Yahweh
laws?
Shai.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai. Yeah, whatever that. Cool.
But that's
adopt the laws from Moses.
What do you mean? Like what? Did he take
Like,
it on?
like how you're saying, he adopted
Okay,
the
let
laws
me
from
get-
Moses.
but let me
What was
finish
the law-
this.
What was the law from God?
Yeah, 100%. But he just says,
There you go.
he just says he
See,
copied it though.
Cool. This is the last
But
one
you
I'm
can't
gonna say
compare
before I
that,
go.
though.
This is like, yes, you can.
'Cause they're from the same
Let me tell you-
line.
No, let me tell you why you can compare.
Muhammad
that.
is not from the
Because
same
this is
line
what I'm
as-
saying.
as-
Let me tell
as
you
the
why you
other
can
people.
compare
Madness,
that.
man.
Yeah? Because when God gives his covenant to Abraham, it's thy seed after him. Is Muhammad?
Abraham,
is
Isaac.
Muhammad Abraham's seed? Yes or no?
Yeah, but it's not the promise. It's not the promise. The promise wasn't given to him though.
Oh, no.
The
It's
promise
it's
wasn't
not a
given to him
promise,
though.
It's a covenant.
But you said
It's
promise.
a covenant. You see, a covenant has to be held on both ends.
Right.
If you break your covenant, it's no longer
So can we
valid.
show you what-
So yeah, when the Jews or the Israelites are praying to a golden calf and they're breaking their covenant, when they're being hypocrites and they're breaking their covenant,
Yeah.
when they're enjoying their magic and evil and they're breaking their covenant,
Right.
it's no longer upheld. When they sell out Jesus, they're breaking their
We
covenant.
agree with that, but that
So-
doesn't mean the Lord didn't have mercy. He's still calling us back now to repentance. We can repent from our sins. Right? Ishmael wasn't given that. He wasn't given the promises.
Thine seed after
Hagar
him. Thine
was
seed
what?
after him,
Hagar was
brother.
what? The bondmaid.
Yeah?
Only
Alright,
Israel
I'm
was
an
just gonna be
Israelite,
saved.
but I'm a Muslim.
No, you
Come
can't
out,
say
come out the
Israelite.
Muslim thing, brother. Come out the Muslim thing, brother.
You can't take that away from me.
No,
I'm
no.
an Israelite.
No,
What
you
are
taught
talking
us
about?
to be
I'm a
Muslim.
Muslim.
Come out the
You taught us to be
Muslim thing,
Muslims.
man.
The Arab slave trade.
Idols,
The
man.
Arab slave trade. They beat that into you. You're not a Muslim. Bruv, you don't even know what you're talking about, man. About, you see the spirit making confess, he's
Right,
an
right,
Israelite,
right.
but then you're Muslim. You can't be a Muslim
Can't
because
be
you're
both,
beat
man.
into you by the Arabs in the sub-Saharan slave trade.
Madness, man.
Come on, Islam, man, this is rubbish. Right? The Bible's the only one and true book. We didn't even get to finish it. We didn't even get to finish it because we was gonna cut him to the heart. So he said, no, I've got to say something else. Did Moses not get the law from Abraham and did he not copy from Christ? What's that got to do with anything? That's got nothing to do with anything. You're an Israelite. Repent. Keep the commandments.
You need to repent, brother.
Where you going, brother? Where you going? I thought he's coming back.
No, I need to go to that shop.
Alright, so
Walk with me, brother.
we're filming. Yeah, man. So, and that just proves it as well. You can't be an Israelite and enter into that. That just proves he knows who he is,
Right.
but he don't want to let go of the stone of the false idols. As he said, we broke the covenant. Just because you break the covenant doesn't mean that you're cut off forever. The Lord said He have mercy unto Jacob, right? As ever, He would have mercy unto us forever, man. Let me get you know what? Just for that, yeah. Let me get 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 30. Because Ishmael wasn't given the promises, and even Romans 9 cuts that, right? Even the book of Galatians, right? Chapter 4, verse 30.
This is 1 Chronicles 16 and 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
So the children of Jacob are his chosen ones. That's what you have to say. That's what you have to say. I'm an Israelite. But then mix up that rubbish with it. You can't do that, man. Like, come on.
He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations,
Living God. You don't.
even of the covenant which he made with Abraham,
Even of the covenant which he made with Abraham,
and of his oath unto
and
Isaac,
of his oath unto Isaac,
and hath confirmed the same to Jacob.
and have confirmed the same to Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. So if you're an Israelite, just keep the commandments. Agreement, a contract. That's what a covenant is.
So you see
For the
when you break,
Israelites.
you see when you break a contract, is it still in like Christian?
Okay, so let me give you
No,
terms.
let me ask you a question. When you break a contract,
I'm
it's
gonna
still
answer
lawfully bonded.
it. I'm gonna answer it. That's what I'm saying. If you let me answer it. So if I have a music contract, yeah, and I break that contract, does that mean now I can't put out no more music?
No.
Or there's a punishment
If you
now?
have a music contract and you break your contract, the person that gave you your contract, they no longer have to uphold to their side of the contract.
But they still can continue on. They still can say, you know what, we're gonna give you a blind. Yes or no? They can give you a blind. Use discretion. Did the Lord not give us discretion? You're Israelite. You know you're Israelite, so you gotta keep the commandments, kid. You gotta keep the commandments.
Let me tell you why, yeah?
Because you can't be an Israelite and be into Islam. That don't make sense. That's like mixing oil with water.
Because the Bible has so many textual inconsistencies.
Tell me one.
Cool. You read the New Testament, it's Old Testament.
Anyone, Apocrypha, we can get Apocrypha, you can get.
Cool. I can give you loads.
Come on, we've got time.
I don't want you to give me no
What?
Google answers. I want you to give me an answer that makes sense in your head and your
No,
heart.
we're gonna give you thus saith the Lord.
Yeah?
We're gonna give you thus saith the Lord.
Alright, cool. Let me bring one up.
Well, you didn't even let us finish about the Muhammad thing first. Let's finish with that first. Because you tried to run from that.
That's right.
No, but we're on YouTube. You can take the YouTube channel and just put the comments in it. We're on YouTube.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, you can take the YouTube Wake Up Israel and put your question and we'll answer it. So finish your freedom is he's one of us, you know, just into that. You gotta come out of that. You used to be into Christianity. You came out of Christianity. So you gotta come out of Islam. Because they're both confusion. Christianity and Islam is confusion.
Islam is wrong.
I know the top imams, you know.
I've never met a confused Muslim.
I know the top. Yeah, but we're not Christians, we're Israelites.
No, I know, but you're saying they're both confused. The proof is in the pudding. I've never met a
Because they copy from the Bible. But I know the imams, they told me they circle a rock and kiss it. I said, is that a ritual? He said, yeah. They said, no, it's not. Back in the day, before I even knew I was an Israelite. So the Lord made him trip up on his speeches. And he said, it's a ritual. They circle a stone. I want that in a Becca after, so read that free.
The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion.
Right.
First of all, the basic idea of monotheism,
Come on.
which is the belief in one God.
Belief in one God, they got it from us.
The Jewish confession of the unity of God
Right.
is Shema Israel,
Right.
Adonai Eloheinu,
Come on.
Adonai Ehad.
Come on.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. The Mohammedan slogan is as follows.
Yours is similar, isn't it?
There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the prophet of
So they copied that from the Bible, basically. They copied everything from the Bible. The same thing about saying there's one God, basically. He's reading it now. Go on.
Muhammad adopted also Muhammad adopted also the main details of the Jewish calendar, the Day of Atonement, the Sabbath, much of the Bible, and narratives from the Midrash, and many points of the ritual law. Incidentally, the Jews pray 3 times a day,
You hear that?
facing the
The
city
Jews pray 3 times a day, facing the city.
of Jerusalem
And
the Muslims.
See that? So they're copying everything from the Bible. But he's not finished. Read on.
Pray 5 times a day, facing the city of Mecca.
Same.
Trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Jews to his new religion, but to no avail. The Jews were adamant and resistant to change.
We have to say no. Stop trying to put us into this rock worshipping thing. Come
The
on.
high esteem which the Prophet held for the Jews
What
was
Jews are you talking
transformed.
about? Are you talking about the same Jews that you
We.
that don't even know who they are at this point?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
You're
The
copying
ones
us.
that are under the curse. That they don't know who they are.
If they're under the curse, that means they can get the blessing if they repent, right?
According to you, sorry, according to you,
We're gonna get in the Bible.
curse.
We're gonna
They
get
don't
in the
even
Bible.
know who they are. So what? How can he be converting them from their old ways when they don't know them old
Well,
ways?
in these
Doesn't make
times,
sense.
they still had their tradition. They're still in the land, right? What year was that?
About 1,400 years ago.
On the streets running reckless, God's chosen, better listen to Yahweh. He has spoken, who told these other nations this book they could open. If you're not Israel, then you're not chosen. All praises, honor and glory be to Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Being fooled by our oppressors and all their lies, Ruach HaKodesh guides me from this world. I'm cutting ties out there on the highways and byways, or edifying the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Spirit strong in his faith.